Greetings, subjects. Research indicates it's time for another chaotic disaster with Dr. Chimera. This time we're looking at parachute. Now, I don't have high expectations for weirdness in this one, but who knows? I'm expecting that it's going to be something where I'm coming down and I have to dodge stuff as I go. Let's have a look.
Oh boy, it's opposite day!
Oh my. The screams. Okay, well, at least this screen actually explains how the game works, which the others didn't seem to. So, clearly... Oh, yep, I was going to say, I wouldn't know if I was the boatman or the helicopter until just then. Why are they jumping out so low? The parachutes do not have enough time to open up. Also, oh god, no. Oh, it's horrible when they die. How am I fitting all these guys on my boat?
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I don't have a score indicator. Is this done by stages? Or... Is this done by stages? Or... do I just keep going until I get sick of it? I didn't notice if there was a stage counter, but that hasn't actually always been reliable. Okay. The buttons don't do anything, up and down doesn't do anything, so I am just limited to left and right. Oh, that's unfair. He definitely landed on the boat. I'm going to put a little instant replay in there. So there's no stage counter. And there's no score. So I guess I just keep going forever until this infinitely large TARDIS helicopter is empty. Also noticing that the helicopter... Oh, that was impossible to get. Noticing that the helicopter has no animation. It's just a perfectly stationary helicopter. It's making me imagine like a Truman Show situation where this backdrop is just painted on and people are just jumping out of a door in the wall. Those are some awful palm trees. But I have to admit, the sharks look quite nice. I'm not going to let a guy deliberately die, so that you can see their little munching faces. But they look pretty good as they devour these poor men. Now the circumstances surrounding these events must be quite strange, because we've got a helicopter with approximately 20 million men who are leaping out with parachutes as if it's about to crash, when it is in fact perfectly stationary, and they have to land directly on a boat, on a little rowboat nonetheless, which is going... Let's see, how many boat lengths? 1, 2, 3.
What's going on with you? What are you talking about?
Is that the boat? It's like 5 foot long, like about a 20-foot stretch. Whoop. Oh, come on, he was on the boat. I think they have to be entirely on the boat. Getting just 1 foot on doesn't count. Just going back and forth with this little tiny stretch. Oh no, I got one on 1 foot there, so I don't really know what counts and what doesn't. There are some that seem to be mutually exclusive. I can go for one or the other, which Wouldn't be so bad if it was like a point-based time thing, but it actually seems to be just an infinite number with no score. I can't get over that. There's no way to keep score and thus beat your old record. And there's no stages. Oh dear. It's quite nasty that you have to watch these guys get eaten. Once you have like game over doesn't come up until that last guy gets devoured in front of me. Well, it looks like we've got another very short one. A flame plant just had the 3 stages, and parachute just seems to be an endless repetition of the same very limited gameplay back and forth. In terms of gameplay, I actually quite like things like that where you have to move back and forth, but because it wasn't particularly deep and also there wasn't any sort of win state, I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 10. In terms of ridiculousness, it wasn't really that strange aside from the helicopter issue where it was just an infinitely floating, endlessly soldier-producing machine. So I'm also going to give that a 6 out of 10. In terms of name accuracy, there were multiple parachutes, but I'm going to go ahead and give that a 9 out of 10, just because the pluralization is the only way that you can't really, that you can fault it. So it looks like tomorrow we'll be meeting up to play Star Battle, which, as I said when I first came across it, I'm really hoping is some sort of bizarre Star Wars themed thing. I would love to be shooting around in an X-Wing, or possibly having a lightsaber battle. That'd be quite fun. Okay, well I'll see you tomorrow then for lucky number 13, Star Battle.